You know?
You know,
This is excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. Alright. Thank you, Kyle MacLachlan. I forgot his name in the show. Agent Cooper, that's it, that's right. It's been a long time since I watched Twin Peaks, alright? By the way, David Lynch is a fucking masterful, excuse my language again, masterful filmmaker and storyteller. If you've ever seen Eraserhead, and God bless you for seeing that movie, when I saw the, let's just say, the child in that movie, whatever that is, it's disturbing beyond recognition. So yeah, what do we want to talk about today? Well, let's talk. I want to talk about a couple of things that make no sense to me, but it's something that's been on my mind recently, and that is Mystique from Xmen, from the comics, from the movies. I've been on a bender just checking her out and stuff like that, and why I like her character, and you know, and just thinking about what happened to her in X-Men 3, which they did her dirty in that movie. Which, by the way, a cure? Really? A cure? How about, I don't know, the Sentinels? Apocalypse? I don't know, Mr. Sinister? Another mutant that's dangerous? More dangerous than, you know, Magneto? But you cure? So you can teach the other mutants? Haha, now you're a human. How fucking petty is that shit? Now you just turn them into normies. So fuck X-Men 3. You did my girl dirty in that movie. Alright, I gotta get that off my chest. I don't know why I was thinking about Mystique in that whole movie, in that whole series. Maybe it's because I like Rebecca Romijn's character, Rebecca Romijn's version rather than Jennifer Lawrence. Because Jennifer Lawrence comes off as a pouty kid and not as a woman. So yeah, maybe that's because of it. I still love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Who doesn't? Both, you know, everybody plays their parts in those movies great, and I just really think Jennifer Lawrence is kind of a lesser version of like what Rebecca Romijn's character was. I'm more intimidated by Rebecca Romijn, so let me put it that way, and find her a little bit more attractive. So yeah. So what do we want to talk about today? Well, let's talk about toxic environments. Well, just maybe it's just something I've been on my mind about recently, and just talking about moving, and maybe where do I want to move, or what am I going to do? So granted. And just what I want to just try to continuously do with this channel, and try to continuously do with YouTube, and try to continuously do what I want to do with, you know, Instagram, maybe BitChute, try to adapt and evolve, and it's getting hard. I mean, granted, I don't have the best equipment. I have a camera that will film me for about 11 minutes, and I don't go on for about 11 minutes. I have to check if the time doesn't bleed out on me, so I got to get a new camera to get that set up and rolling. I might have to get a new camera, because the camera I got is absolutely dog shit. Or someone please help me out there who does this kind of shit for a living. I'm using my phone, but my phone, I try to get the information off my phone and I try uploading it, but only the sound comes through, and I hate that. I absolutely fucking hate that. Maybe I have to update my computer and get Windows 10. I have no lips. But no, I mean, I want to start making stuff. I want to start making reviews, videos. I'm going to try to get back into morning coffees with, not morning coffee, yeah, well, morning coffees with James is a mandatory thing. And there are people who watch this. Thank you, Megan, for giving me the support I need. And everybody else who watches this, including you, Pam, including you, Squirrely Doo, including you, Colleen, including you, Finn, Fiona. I don't have the phone to look at it. No, I haven't wrote down the names. Mark, Saldigo, if you're still there. Thank you all for watching this. If you love it, please comment, like, and subscribe. Share this. Tell me what I should be talking about, because right now I'm just yammering on. I don't want to be like Chris Reagan, or I'm actually adopted Mr. Razorfist's the Rageaholics idea of just wearing glasses, and maybe a little Styx Hexen in there too, but I don't know, maybe I might get called out by Razorfist in one of his videos, you know. And that one asshole who, like, you know, who's in his room talking to his camera about shit, trying to be me. I'm nothing like Razor Fist. I actually like Metal Gear Solid, so it's like, and I think Hideo Kojima is actually a good game maker. I'm sorry, but you know, you're wrong, Razor. You're wrong. Even though I think, you know, Sam Fisher's the Splinter Cell games are good as well. I have not played Thief, but you know, it just seems like every joke he does is basically, or every comment he makes about, like, somehow or another, you're bound to get a Kojima rip, you know, Kojima insult in there once in a while. Not always, but it's there. It's like, it's mandatory. You know, or ripping on Todd Howard and stuff like that. Which, by the way, the Frontier, just hearing about the Frontier, that's not good. I feel bad for that, too. But I'll talk about that in another video about entertainment. But what do we want to talk about today is toxic environments and toxicity. You know, noticing what is really a toxic place. Now, granted, you know, living in a place full of alcoholism and stuff like that is, you know, relevant. It's there. But there's also, like, the dirty bomb kind of ones where you're not sure if it's toxic, but you don't feel right being there. You know what I mean? There's something wrong with the environment. There's something rotting there. And you don't know what it is. And honestly, I feel it in this place in here. Not just my own house, but in Jenkintown itself. Excuse me. I've just mentioned the town that I live in, and now everybody's going to find out where I live. But yeah, I live here, and honestly, something's wrong about this place, and I don't know what it is. And I'm not shitting on Jenkintown. I live here. I like it for the most part, you know, but something is changing about it that I don't recognize anymore. I don't see with my own eyes, and I'm just like, what is wrong here? And I kind of notice it just seems like everybody has groupthink here. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the small town mentality, but I don't know. Then again, I'm from the same town that Bradley Cooper and the Goldbergs are from. So, yeah. Which, by the way, the Goldbergs, you know, that show sucks. I hate the Goldbergs. You know, hey, you remember that 80s reference? Yeah, let me just do that 10 times, multiply that by 10 times, with everything else being an 80s reference. And Bradley, please, my main man, get back on the horse. I want to see more of your talent. You're a good actor. You got to push yourself, man. I'm not saying you should be like Daniel Day-Lewis and just get really skinny and sick and to the point where you're dying. No, I'm just telling you to just get your shit together, man. I'm actually surprised that you actually produced the Joker. I saw that interview with him and with his mustache, but anyhow, the thing I'm just really kind of just thinking about is just like where we want to go. Where do we want to go? Now, I want to do this, and I want to do this badly. I want to try to make this more popular than it should. I mean, when I first started out, I kind of did it as a way to actually make YouTube videos. I mean, like, I kind of left YouTube behind because I feel like you shouldn't just make vlogs and that's it. You should make something that's a little bit more worth eye-catching. But, you know, considering my work and considering my schedule, yes, I like to work out. I'm not a bodybuilding channel, which, by the way, even though I'm pretty muscular, I don't have the abs for them. I like talking about other things, too, and especially with this whole shit that's been happening for, like, the past couple of years now. It's like, it's been crazy, so it's like, I gotta get back on the horse again. I miss doing this, you know? You know, I miss getting up early in the morning, talking to a camera, and giving everybody my opinion about the world events going on today. And I love it. I absolutely love it. But I want to do something more with it. I want to make movies. I want to make shorts. I want to make skits. I want to continue making dreams about my brother. Which, by the way, and if the individual who is watching this, I want to talk to you about the next dream about it, because you're involved. You're in it. But I want to get I want to describe to you what was in the dream, so you're not, you know, so I'm not asking you without your consent. So, yeah. Because that was the whole thing that was holding me up about it. Because I was nervous about asking you. So the next dreams about my brother will be coming soon. But I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. But I got to get the permission of the person who was also in the dream too, so I can talk about them. So, then again, like, I've talked about like, my friend Megan, who was in the first episode of Dreams About My Brother. But then again, that, you know, wasn't bad. That wasn't the bad thing. So, but this one I don't, like, then again, I just don't want to just do with it. I know Megan, so this individual, you know, I know her, but it's just I need to get her consent about it and all that stuff. So yeah, I know, but it's nothing bad. So it's nothing super bad. So, or nothing bad at all whatsoever. You know, it's just weird. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make more things. And in fact, I want to make entertainment. You know, as Razor has put it, if they take your entertainment away, you make your own. And that's what I want to do. I want to make my own entertainment. I don't care if it's good, bad, or ugly. I want to make it. And if people, like, again, like, you should know this too. If you're someone who is a content creator or somebody making things, you can't choose your audience. You can choose what you can make. The audience will come, and you don't know who you're going to get. You're going to get people who are going to love it for the wrong reasons, people who are going to love it for the right reasons, people are going to hate you for the wrong reason, right reasons. It doesn't matter. You're going to get your fans, and in another rule too you should remember is never disrespect your fans. You can betray their expectations, but never betray their trust. Because they're trusting you to tell this decent story, but you have to give them the expectation. You can't just betray their, you know, loyalty via, you know, The Last Jedi, you know, Xmen 3, which I've just announced. I know people out there are going to defend Xmen 3. I'm an Xmen 3 hater, so fuck that shit. I do like First Class. Days of Future Past was good. Apocalypse was okay. I didn't see Dark Phoenix, not one bit. I refuse to see it. You know, it's a pity what they did with the X-Men franchise. It's a pity. I pity the X-Men franchise. X-Men 1 and 2 are the best. Yeah, I mean, make your own entertainment. That's what I want to do. I'm actually in the middle of writing a very funny game. Like, I'm not going to tell you what the game is about, but I'm going to tell you that it's funny. It's super funny, and I think it's kind of cute, too. I want to make my movies, too. I still have the idea of making a PA Wasteland, which I want to really make. And it's getting hard to make that, but you know what? Maybe I'm not a good writer, or I don't have the right bulletin points on where I need to go with this story, but that's my biggest issue. I don't have the bulletin points on where I want to go with it. So I might have to, like, just take a day where I'm not cooking, running around, just sit in my room, lock the door, and start writing down notes on where I want the story to go, and just kind of clean up the script and trying to figure out what I want to do. Because it's been a long, and I mean it too, a long time trying to write this damn thing. You know, on and off and on and off. And now I'm like, you know, I want to fucking make this. Because it's time I did. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm just trying to just keep my head above water, trying to make it bills and stuff like that. You know, trying to keep myself motivated and not end up, you know, depressed and sad and all this shit, because I'm living in a house that is kind of toxic a little bit, not too much, but there is this kind of sense of something's rotten in the air of Denmark. So yeah, you know, not in a bad way, but just something like, you know, I'm a peacock. I gotta span my wings out and fly. You know what I mean? But it's hard. I mean, it's real hard. You know, because people, you know, have these ideas for you. They want this for you. They want that for you, you know. But honestly, you know, and I know people talk about industries, they're dying industries and stuff like that. And I'm just going to be like, look, the truth be told, and I was just like thinking about this after watching Dennis Quaid's Freak Out on one of his movie sets, which, you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't, like, it doesn't surprise me when a celebrity freaks out, especially an actor, because they have so many emotions going on, and yet you're upset about that. And everybody talks about how corrupt Hollywood is. Yes, it's absolutely corrupt, don't get me wrong, with all the pedophilic cannibalism and all that shit, and cultist nonsense, but every business has corruption in it. It's the thing is that you don't see it, you know. And you think construction's any different? No, of course not. But then again, I'm probably too hard on construction. So I might wrap up the video right here. So have a good day. That's all. Peace out.